What is up, everybody? Welcome back after the huddle. It's always your boy Jacob. Jared to my right here. Got a few things we're gonna go over today. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Brandon Aiyuk trade. We didn't get to talk about it much last week. We got into other things, so we're gonna talk a little bit more about him requesting a trade, where some places he might go. Talk a little bit about the Patriots offering him some bullshit second round for him. That was crazy. They think they're Bill Belichick's still there, and he's not. But later on, we'll go over the AFC East. We went over the NFC East last week. We'll go over the AFC this week, so on and so forth till the season starts. We gave our prediction last week on what we thought how the division was going to end up. After that, we'll see. We'll get all our predictions together and see how we do at the end of the year. But what's good, my guy?
We got football tomorrow.
Yeah, football. Oh yeah, that's right. Hall of Fame game is tomorrow. That I'm glad you reminded me. Hall of Fame game's tomorrow. Anybody that wants to watch it, I'll probably catch a little bit of it at least. First half or so.
Yeah, even though Caleb Williams isn't starting, like he's sick.
We knew it was gonna.
He's probably not gonna play till week 2
at least.
Yeah. So that was one person I was really hoping to get to watch, but it is what it is.
Yeah. They'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah. But who they play? Houston. So it's Houston versus the Bears. Hall of Fame game Thursday. Who you got winning?
I'm probably gonna go with Houston.
I mean, how long are they playing that quarterback that they're starting for the Bears?
Who? Bennett or Tyson Bennett?
Whoever the second string is.
That's who I'm assuming it is.
But
I have no idea.
But my thing is how if the first string quarterback who plays the first week of the season, right? I mean, the first preseason game. If he does that, normally they play the first quarter and then the backups come in.
Right.
But if he's already a backup,
so he'll probably end up playing the
first half.
The first half,
you think he'll play the first half,
and then whoever backs him up will probably play the second half. That's how it usually goes.
No, but it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see because football's been gone for so long.
Yeah, we won't get to see Diggs and we won't get to see Mixon.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's preseason game week 1 technically. Yeah. The very first preseason game week 1 type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit different. Yeah. It's a little bit different.
And I believe the Hall of Fame induction's either tonight or tomorrow before the game. I don't remember which one it is.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a good question. I have no idea.
Yeah. We'll catch it. We'll catch it on the videos.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Sports Addict? Appreciate you tuning in, man. I forgot the youth. Hey, we started on time tonight, man. Right on time. Right on time.
Yeah.
We were right on time tonight. But I appreciate you tuning in, man.
You want to jump into Aiyuk first?
Yeah, let's talk about Aiyuk a little bit. Now, obviously, anybody that hasn't known, Brandon Aiyuk requested a trade from the 49ers. Don't know the exact reason why. Do you know?
No, I think he probably wants to be the number one outside of how he is over there.
Yeah, and I think he also knows that like he's not going to get paid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to pay him. I think they're going to pay everybody else. I think he's one of those guys that's kind of asked out. Obviously, another team will pay him.
Right.
Obviously, another team will pay him.
Right, but now it's the fact of who. Like who's going to end up trading for him and paying him.
Well, I mean, we talked about some suitors, me and you privately. We talked about the Patriots being a team that offered them a second round pick initially, which obviously
bless you.
Ooh, thank you. Just a second round pick obviously wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
which I don't even know a figure, but I do understand why we did it because we're not giving up a first round, which is probably gonna be either top 3, top 5 pick. Next
right,
year.
that's right.
Plus, I think the other reason why we end up offering seconds because we also are gonna have to pay him.
That's true. I still think just a second though is still a little.
It's not enough.
It's just not enough. Yeah, just a second, it's not enough. You know, if you would have gone some other way with it, you know, outside of just a second, then I think y'all definitely would have gotten better traction.
Yeah.
But because y'all didn't really necessarily do that.
Like if we would have threw in a second and maybe like a fifth, we could be talking
like a second and a fourth. I was thinking maybe even a second and a third if you split out the years like how the Giants did. Because the Giants, when we got Brian Burns, we gave them a second round and it's for next year. And I'm sorry, the second round was for like this year that just passed, and the 5th round is next year.
Okay.
So, yeah, we gave him that Seattle pick that we had got for Leonard Williams. So, I like the moves Joe Shane's making. You guys need to man up and join my PPR Superflex League on Sleeper.
Everybody's at the I'm like, bro, we're in so many leagues right now.
So many. I mean, I'm in the leagues that haven't even drafted yet. I'm in 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I'm still waiting to see. The guy's been trying to get it together, and he's been asking for payments, but he's asking me for payments, and we don't even have a full league yet.
Nah, I'd rather wait till.
Yeah, like he's asking me for payments and everything, and I go look to see how many players we got, and there's fucking like 6 guys in there. We're still missing 4 teams.
Damn.
And I'm like, yeah, I was like, bro, I'm not about to send you my money, and we don't even know if the league's going on yet.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm in 4 off my head. Off the
top of my head, yeah, I'm in 3 easily.
Because I got the Dynasty one with
us. Yeah.
Got my Keeper League.
I got a second Dynasty that I'm starting this year.
I got a Takeover League. That's another money league. That's 3 money leagues right there. And then I got a family redraft one. I'm in off the top. I got 2 money leagues. We got this one, the Dynasty that we're in together, and Devin's league that I'm in. Okay.
And then I'm doing the one with my cousin, his league. Excuse me. He's starting a Dynasty league.
Okay.
So I gotta do a Dynasty. Yeah, I gotta do a Dynasty draft. All I hear is excuses. It's not excuses, man. It's not excuses.
Look, the way our bank accounts are set up, it says not this year.
And it's just. I learned, like, I was in 5 or 6 leagues last year, man, and it starts to become a hassle because you don't know which one to root for. Because I got some guys playing on same teams, and I'm also going against the same guys that I'm supposed to be rooting for. You know, so it gets tough.
It's stressful sometimes.
It really is. I was gonna keep it to 4 this year. Tell you what, though, if I'm not joining this other league, I'll join up with you on the PPR Superflex. I'll join it up. You know,
been tinkering with the idea of us doing a fantasy league, like us and like Cozy's crew and shit like that, like David's crew,
like YouTube podcast fantasy league. I'd be cool with that. I think that's a good idea.
I've been tinkering with it.
That's not a bad idea. It's like seems like every single year there's like 3 or 4 people that ask me to join another league. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all fine and it's all dandy until you realize that you're in like 7 leagues.
Yep.
And you don't feel like doing all that work.
I think I worked with a dude that did 25 leagues. That at that point, that's an addiction. When he told that's exactly what he said. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I just like to draft. I'm like, okay,
just do practice drafts. Like go in there and do your practice drives and move on with your life. There's no reason why he should be doing that. Like I do this, I got the PC set up right in front of me, but the camera's like angled. $20 can play like
Klarna.
Is that Klarna?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay, sports guy, you got to fill me in, bro. What the fuck is Klarna?
It's like a payment. It's like four payments.
You mean like a credit?
Yeah.
That can pay like a firm. That's
exactly what it is.
My man's out here offering installment payments on $20. While you playing, somebody will take you up on an offer.
Yeah.
And that some person is me. Yeah. 8 blunts.
I'm sorry.
I know. But yeah, no, that's some person. Is definitely me. You tell me that's $20, and I'm like, okay, it's $20. But then you're like, or you can give me $5 a month for the next 4 months. I'm gonna be like, all right, well then here's $5. You know what I mean? Oh, I missed the lives. Is he talking about us? Yeah, bro. We've been not on our shit recently between working and figuring out times and scheduling.
We have possibly figured out a studio, kind of, sort of, at least. We got that kind of sort of down a little bit.
Yeah, what we're thinking about, what we want to do is we want to make like a room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Set up cameras, lighting, the whole nine. You know what I mean? And like we could do a live show while recording.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that don't catch the live show can catch the recording, like the snippets of it and everything.
Right. And then we're back on Spotify.
Yeah.
Now, so
yeah, or we can just and then once we start getting a little bit bigger, we can have people start like we can put like Twitter polls out.
Yeah.
You know, Twitter polls, Twitter questions, stuff like that, get answers back on us, stuff like that. So we're trying, we're moving. We've been having some plans, but we've been having some what's the word I'm looking for here? Setbacks.
Yes.
But we will get back to where we need to be, especially now, start of the season. Got to start rolling with it again. We'll be back to 2 shows. Week 1.
Thinking we do one live show during those. We'll do like a recording for one, like this, and then do it like that.
Guess we'll have to figure out which one should be the recording and which.
I think Tuesday should be the recordings.
Like
our predictions, and then the live ones will be our reactions.
That would be opposite. The reaction would be Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Predictions would be Friday.
All right, yeah, we can do it like that then.
So we would do live shows every Tuesday and drop recordings every Friday.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means we would have to do a show Tuesday and then probably have to do a show like Wednesday. We'd have to do shows back-to-back nights because then it would have to give us time to record it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll just play it by ear. That's what we'll do. We'll just play it by ear, kind of, sort of. You know, it never really could probably match up with our schedules at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll get together. But anyway, back to the Brandon Aiyuk thing. Back to Brandon Aiyuk. So, outside of Patriots, some other places that me and Jared were thinking about where he could go. Colts were being one of them. They could use somebody outside of Mitchell. You know, I think
they got Pittman too.
Yeah, but you could have Pittman, Aiyuk, and Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
That with Anthony Richardson and JT in the back, you know what I'm saying? Like, and your offensive line isn't tragic either.
Yeah.
At that point, you just need to fix up that defense to a high degree. And the defense last year wasn't all that bad. I think they still need some secondary
but
and a pass rusher, but that's about it.
They also paid Pittman, so I mean, Pittman would have to be the 3 at that point.
Nah, Pittman would be the 2. Pittman would be the 2, the 1 and the 2. Adonai Mitchell will be the 3rd in the slot. You could keep Pittman on the outside and rotate the slot between Aiyuk and Adonai Mitchell.
That's fair, because I was saying if Aiyuk went there, Aiyuk would have been the number 1. AD would have been the 2 or 3. That's where I was going.
Downs, huge year incoming, over 1,000 yards. I mean, let's pump the brakes on Downs. You know what I mean? They got Pittman signed. They got Adonai Mitchell, who I assume they're going to use to a high degree. Still got JT in the backfield. I don't know if he's going to have over 1,000. I don't know if he's going to over, especially because you got Anthony Richardson's running to add into that. If he's healthy for the whole season, he's going to run the football.
I would love him to be the whole season.
He's not going to have a crazy amount of passing yards. I don't think it might have 3,000 in between 3,000 and 3,500, which isn't bad if you throw in another 1,000 rushing. You know what I mean? Like that's not a bad stat line depending on how many touchdowns you throw in there.
Yeah.
And turnovers, obviously, if they keep them low. But I don't expect the receivers to have huge years outside of maybe one guy. And I don't know if Downs is going to get looked at enough. I don't know if he's going to get looked at enough for him to be able to get that type of production.
I agree with this.
No, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though. He's got to upgrade to a playmaker. You notice how you didn't say quarterback, right? He got upgraded as a playmaker. Gardner Minshew isn't running the ball for 800-900 yards for a season. Anthony Richardson is that type of player to do that. That's what I'm saying. There's no way. Don't get me wrong. I want Anthony Richardson to be good, but you're acting like he's going to have 5,000 yards passing and 900 to 1,000 yards rushing, and your offense is going to be scoring 50 points a game. That's not going to happen.
And if it does?
Especially because y'all are also going to be running the ball with JT. Y'all are going to be a run-first team. JT and a playmaker like Anthony Richardson, it's not that he won't need to. It's that he's still young, so he's going to want to because he's
yeah.
Look at what he did in the first games that he played. What happened? Every single time he got hurt, it was because he was running the ball. Like, he ran, even when in those 4-6 games that he played, like, he ran quite often. It's not the fact that he doesn't need to. It's the fact that he's going to want to because of his age and his play style. Now, the older he gets, the more I know he's going to want to sit in the pocket. Just give him a few years. Let him get there. Let him get there. You got him. Mitchell's going to be on the come up. You got Pittman locked down. If you can sign Downs to a small contract and keep him locked down for some years, you could have that offense locked down for some years. But adding Mitchell and you still got Pittman, I don't know. Downs could. I'm not saying Downs could get probably 800 yards. I think he's an 800-yard receiver, probably about 7 to 8 touchdowns. If he's looked at in the red zone quite often. He's that type of guy.
I think more in the red zones would be more of like where Richardson, makes his money.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I would also say, like, if y'all didn't get Mitchell in the draft, if y'all would have not gone wide receiver at all, I'd be more inclined to agree with you. But y'all got guys now. Pittman, Mitchell, JT, Richardson, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take pressure off of Downs and guys like that to get more one-on-one looks. Yeah, it's 771 last year with a guy who sits in the pocket more than anything. And that's as the number 2 guy. You don't think Mitchell's going to take over as the number 2 guy eventually? He's a first-round pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're looking to him to be the guy.
Yeah, they probably want him to be the one.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to eventually want him and Pittman to be the 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's probably what they're throwing down.
Exactly,
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So he had 771 last year with a guy like Minshew who's more inclined to sit in the pocket and try to throw the ball.
Minshew can, he can get out the pocket. He can extend the play, but he's not like scrambling.
He's not a playmaker like
Richardson
is. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
he's not that kind of guy.
Because we seen him, extending the play back in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
and he was getting out the pocket.
Yeah. And it's not even a knock on downs. It's literally, to me, it's just how y'all's offense is gonna run. That's strictly how, and the defense knows that he downs will be. I don't get why you're so high on downs when I'm telling you have 4 other guys on this team that are going to take away from his production. Last year you only had 2. Now you got 4 this year going into this year. Like, I get it, you're high on him, but he's not going to have that kind of production. I'm telling you. I was being generous. He had 771 last year. Being generous with 800. Like, it's not to knock. That's more of a compliment to how good I think your team's going to be with the other guys. When you add in a guy like Mitchell and you got Pittman and Jay, what JT can do.
Yeah. And
can Anthony Richardson stay healthy for a full season?
The only thing I want to know is, like, who's the tight end for Indy? Because I don't know who the tight end is for Indy. That's the whole thing.
I don't know.
Because I remember going back and watching Richardson highlights, and I remember dude's name, but they had one. I think his name was Ogletree or something like that. He loved throwing to him. I'm not gonna lie. He liked throwing to him.
Jelani Woods.
Who was the tight end that he was throwing the ball to in the Rams game? I think it was like Ogletree or something like that. He was like 80-something, I believe. It looked like him and Richardson had a good little chemistry going on in that game.
That's another thing I've noticed with scrambling guys and improvisers. They tend to look more towards their tight ends.
Yes.
Cam was that way with Olsen.
Yes.
Lamar's that way with Andrews.
Brady and Gronk.
Brady wasn't a scrambling guy.
Oh, yeah, we're going with scrambles. Yeah, Hurts and Goddard. If you want to get into like a little
Vic and Algie Crumpler. You remember that combo? Remember that Vic and Algie Crumpler combo? She was mad crazy. That was a mad crazy combination.
I was about to say Phillip Rivers and Antonio Jones, but Rivers isn't a scrambler.
I'm saying most those are like the safety valve guys for them.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not even a knock. I don't even think it's a knock on down. It's just a compliment to how much better and talented I think that offense is going to be going into this season compared to what it looked like last season. Oh, excuse me. That Firehouse subs.
Feel you.
Excuse me. But anyway, all right. Can you talk about this AFC East a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, one other thing. There was one other team I wanted to talk about that was looking at that possibly could go get Aiyuk.
Did we say Pittsburgh?
No, we didn't say Pittsburgh. I don't even think it's Pittsburgh. I think it's Washington.
Oh, because with Jaden Daniels?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Washington. You add him with Jahan Dotson,
McLaurin,
Gary Terry. Yeah, Brian Robinson, Eckler in the backfield. Oh, my God.
Really, at that point, you're only hurting with the offensive line.
Yeah, because you're not paying Dotson right now. You're not paying Robinson right now. You're not paying Jaden Daniels right now. Who the fuck are you paying? You're not paying nobody. Your defense is also young. You got Emmanuel Forbes. You're not paying him. You let go of Sweat. You let go of Chase Young. You didn't pay either of those guys. Who the fuck are you paying? I mean, how much cap space do you have? Like, let's be honest.
I don't know.
They got a lot. They got a lot of fucking cap space. They're not paying anybody right now. When I mean like that, I mean like they're not paying anybody any big money at the current moment. But yeah. So I think Washington is also a team that would be I think they're more of a dark horse than Indy, but I think they are a dark horse in that. But all right, well, let's get to this AFC East, man. So,
where do you want? How do you want to start? You want to start with Buffalo, Miami, Jets, New England? How do you want to go in the order?
well, so I don't necessarily want to just start in any order. Let's start with how the division ended last year.
Okay.
Okay. So, who won that division last year?
Buffalo.
Buffalo won it. All right, let's start with them. Significantly, in my opinion, got worse.
I was about to say I was thinking about doing a 3-up, 3-down thing for each of the teams. Like, kind of like how Cowherd has his, threes, whatever, the 3-up, 3-downs.
No, I don't know.
You don't watch a show like that?
I do, but I don't necessarily know that part that you're talking about.
Maybe not be his. It might be somebody else's, but maybe we just go through like 3-ups for the team, to 3-downs for each team.
I mean, all right. Well, I mean, Bills. I mean, you still got Josh Allen.
Yeah,
that's an up. Still got the same coaching staff. As far as like Sean McDermott and can we skip over New England?
No, they're still in a division.
But I mean, yeah, still got Josh Allen. Still got the same coaching staff.
You drafted Keon Coleman.
I think the guys that you did get are going to be good guys. As far as the downs, the overall roster is still significantly worse this year going into this year than it was last year.
You've lost a lot of people.
They lost a lot of talent.
Poyer is going, I believe. I think both safeties are going, I believe. I believe Trey White's gone. Diggs is gone, ultimately. They lost an offensive lineman.
Von Miller's still there?
I believe so, yes. So they took a hit overall on defense, mainly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you lost Diggs, you lost your main number one. You also drafted Keon Coleman, so it's, it kind of bounces out a little bit. You still got James Cook running the ball.
Yeah, I don't think they have a top running back. I don't think they have a top 10 offensive line. Their roster is just significantly worse this year.
Josh Allen's going to have to play hero ball this year.
Not necessarily. They can play offense efficiently like they played at the end of last season running the football, then it'll be better.
Come on, it's the Bills.
I mean, you never know. Joe Brady's the OC now.
Yeah, they might get smart about it.
We have live documentation. I called that shit. Live documentation. I'll remind everybody today, blue in the fucking face. I told everybody, Ken Dorsey getting out of the Buffalo Bills organization was the best thing for the Buffalo Bills offense. Said that right here on this camera. Guess what happened? It was the truth.
It happened.
They won every single game besides one. They eventually lost in the playoffs. But as far as the regular season, they won every single game besides one after I said that remark.
Yeah, because at that point, they weren't really trying to force Diggs the ball. At that point, they were running the ball more. Josh Allen wasn't having to do so damn much. The turnovers got cut down.
Yes, sir. You know who you think on that? Joe Brady. The guy's name, he's such a GOAT. The guy's name is Joe Brady. I mean, come on now. Need I say more?
You know who he coached in college?
Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Tell you, the man is going to be a GOAT OC. Trust me. Might even be a head coach one day. Watch out for him. I called it here first.
I think he was an OC with Carolina.
He's an OC now.
No, I think his first stint in the NFL was with Carolina. I just don't remember what exactly it was.
Was he still a quarterback coach?
Maybe.
I think he was a quarterback coach.
In college he was, I believe. No, he was an OC in college.
Yeah, he was an OC in college.
Yeah, I don't know what his.
Yeah, I think he moved to the quarterback room for the Panthers, and then went to ended up going to Buffalo as in the same position, I think.
Yes.
And then Ken Dorsey got
fired.
The can.
Yeah.
And then Joe Brady stepped up for him.
Yeah.
And now Joe Brady's the OC now.
Look at him. Upgrades.
Huh?
Upgrades for Joe Brady.
Upgrades for Joe Brady, exactly. So, now, I mean, I expect Buffalo this year to still be in the running for a playoff spot because they still got Josh Allen and Sean McDermott and all them. You know, they're still the main core between coach and quarterback is still there.
Yeah.
So it's just a new time to bring in new talent. You know, this talent wasn't getting you over the hump. I don't think that's all on Josh Allen.
Rebuild mode right now, kind of.
Basically.
Yeah.
They're in like a half a rebuild.
Yeah.
Because they already have the main piece. You know what I mean? Once you find that quarterback and you find that main piece, it's all about finding everything else. See, that's the problem. That some coaches can't find a quarterback and can find everything around a quarterback. AKA Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
Can't find a quarterback, can put everything and anything else in place around him. Cannot get a quarterback though.
But when he gets a quarterback, he gets to the big game. And what happens?
He still chokes.
Yes.
Matt
Ryan.
Well,
that year.
Yeah, that 1 year. Turned Matt Ryan into an MVP.
All for what? To choke in the Super Bowl.
Crazy. And then you also got coaches that can find a quarterback, just can't get anything else. You know, we've seen it. Andrew Luck. You know about it. Andrew Luck. Couldn't get that guy an offensive line.
Cause that man retired too early.
Couldn't believe it.
You know, I heard an argument about how somebody was saying that Andrew Luck retired too early because he kept getting hit too much and he was tired of getting hit. And somebody was like, no, that's not the reason.
That is exactly 100% the reason.
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, no, that's exactly the reason.
Him leaving was because of his injuries and because he couldn't, they wouldn't keep him up.
You know,
when you talk about being Superman having to do too much, that's that to me. When you have to sit there and take hit after hit after hit because you have 350-pound linemen that can't stop somebody in front of them.
Yeah. All right, give me one play when you hear Andrew Luck's name.
There's there's always one play that comes to mind when I think about Andrew Luck. And it's in that playoff game against the Chiefs when the ball got fumbled at the goal line and he picked that bitch up and then stretched that bitch over there for the touchdown. And then, like, that was like tying the game up or giving them the lead or something like that after they were down by like 21.
It was a high-scoring game.
Yeah, they were down by so much. Oh, man, that was crazy. That was a lot of people, a lot of NFL, some especially Chiefs fans nowadays. They don't know about that because that was pre-Mahomes.
Yeah.
So
that was Alex Smith.
That was before Alex Smith.
That wasn't Alex Smith year.
No, Alex Smith was still with the 49ers at this time.
Okay. Who was the quarterback for him? Because I remember they ended up, I think at one point they played Tennessee. It was probably not the same year. What year was when Mariota got the ball tipped back to him and he scored that touchdown?
2019.
Is that the year after or before?
No, sorry. Not
Oh,
2019. 2014. Colts were down by 28. Colts were down by 28. It was 31-10 going into halftime. And they ended up winning 45-44. Oh no, Alex Smith was the quarterback. Okay. Alex Smith was the quarterback. Okay. Alex Smith went crazy, bro. 378 and 4 touchdowns. I mean, Andrew Luck, he had 443 and 4 touchdowns, but he also had 3 picks. I don't know what happened.
Kansas City's defense fell apart.
Dwayne Bowe went off. He had 8 receptions for 150 yards on touchdowns. Look at this T.Y. Hilton. 13 receptions, 224 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yo, what happened to T.Y. Hilton, bro? That man was crazy good. And then just fell off the face of the earth.
Damn.
He did, bro. Like when he had Andrew Luck, that motherfucker was a dog.
Yeah.
Like that team. Yeah, I used to love that shit, bro. T.Y. used to be one of my favorite receivers. But then he went and played for the Cowboys. So now I hate him for eternity.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Is that how you feel with Saquon?
No, it's not as bad with the Eagles. I mean, obviously, I don't like the Eagles, but I only feel disdain towards one NFL franchise, and that's the Cowboys. I love it every year. Every year, my team may do bad, but knowing that the Cowboys are going to do just good enough to put hope in the hearts of Cowboys fans, just to crush them over and over and over and over again is one of the greatest feelings in sports for me. I don't want anybody to be injured. I don't call for injuries. I'm not that kind of person. I just want them to be really bad.
Would you rather them be really bad or be really good and make the playoffs and still lose?
I want them to be really bad. Because it's nice. It's nice that I get that, but the problem with that is that I have to sit through a whole year of Cowboys fans talking about year and we're gonna win and Dak's number 1, and here we go. And I'm tired of hearing it. So, what the hell are you looking at?
It sounded like it was raining for a second.
Oh no. I'm tired of fucking hearing it. Tired of the goddamn every single year. Last 3 years they've gone 12-5 every single time. What has changed? Absolutely fucking nothing. You won one playoff game in that time span. You haven't gotten to a fucking Super Bowl. You haven't even gotten to an NFC Championship, Dak, or this guy. Disdain. I want them to be bad. Put it like that.
Sure.
All right. Back to this.
You got Miami next.
Miami's next. So we had the Bills. Still think they're going to be a playoff team?
Who?
The Bills.
Wild card.
Wild card team for them? They're fighting for a wild card?
Yeah.
I feel that. All right. Next, we got Miami. Miami ended last year, second in the division. What did they end up going? 10-7, 11-6.
I don't remember the record. I just remember how the division felt.
Yeah. They were okay. They beat up on the bad teams, had trouble against the good teams. They can't play in cold weather
at all.
They better hope that they win 13, 14 games
like,
to get the number
it's
one
like
seed.
what Cowherd was saying. Like, you better hope they get games at home.
I will say this, though. They get number one seeds in games in January in Miami. Look out. Look out.
Well, okay. All right, we'll go with that. Let's say they get home games through January, right?
Yeah.
Let's not say maybe not this year, right? Maybe be another year, whenever it happens. What if the Super Bowl is outside one year and Miami goes and it's in the cold?
You said that. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Because it's here this year.
I think next year, I want to say it's at MetLife Stadium, and it's going to be the first. It's going to be the first open stadium win in a while.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Hosting cities. Okay, no. 2026 is going to be Levi Stadium, California. Not going to be cold. 2027 is in SoFi Stadium.
Dome,
once again, California.
Yeah.
Not going to be cold. I think that's it. Yeah. That's all they have announced up to so far is 2027. East Rutherford. Last time they did it was in 2014. That was in the Giants Stadium. Who was there in 2014?
Was the New England?
No, that was the Seahawks over Denver.
Okay, so that's the year before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one where the Seahawks absolutely murdered Denver.
Off the start.
They absolutely killed them. It was one of the worst single-handedly worst beatdowns I've ever seen in the Super Bowl, outside of the Raiders getting beat down by the Bucks. So some positives about the Dolphins. I mean, the weapons on the team. I mean, you got
just re-signed Tua.
So much speed.
Yeah.
Re-signed Tua. Re-signed Waddle.
Tyreek got another contract, I believe. Maybe not.
No, he's not. No, he got re-signed last year.
Okay.
Or a year before, something like that.
They signed Odell.
They got Odell on there now.
They drafted.
Still got Mostert. Still got Achane.
Yeah.
They got weapons everywhere. Coming back with the same head coach, same offense coordinator. Team's gonna look a little bit different defensively.
Yeah.
Wilkinson's gone.
They got their star edge rusher coming back from Achilles. Jalen Phillips.
Yeah.
He's coming back from an Achilles.
Bradley Chubb's gone though.
Xavier Howard's gone.
That defense is going to be, I think, an issue for them next year. So, I mean, I'm not totally sold on Miami going into this season. I'm really not. I'm not really sold on them at all. I honestly think they're going to be third in this division.
That's fair.
I honestly think they're going to be third. Because I think the Jets are going to sweep them. That defense for the Jets is just too good.
It's fair. Miami's got the 8th hardest schedule.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to go up against all these good teams. You know what I mean? They're not playing as many tomato cans this year as they played last year.
Right.
So
they may be able to squeak one or two out against one of the teams.
But I'm telling you, they're going to fold in a lot of these games. So I expect them to be third this year in this division. Next, we got the Jets. Jets were third, huh?
Yes.
Jets were third in the division. Rodgers coming back.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing for them, obviously.
Yeah.
Rodgers coming back to the Jets this year.
They drafted an offensive line.
They draft offensive line. Still, the offensive line is still in a fluctuation though.
Yeah.
Still,
You got old Tyron Smith.
Yeah, you gotta hope he can stay up some kind of way.
You gotta at least hope he stays up
half the season.
Maybe not even half the season, quarter of the season at least.
Yeah, he's bad with the injuries. Not gonna lie.
Because that's all. I think it's going to take is either the left tackle or the right tackle going down, and I think it's just going to collapse the entire offensive line. No matter who they got at guard and left in center.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We still got Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall.
Yeah, you still got Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. You got weapons.
Defense is top 3.
Defense is crazy good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the best cornerback in the league in Sauce Gardner. You got one of the best linebacking cores.
You got
C.J. Mosley,
Quentin
Williams. You know that secondary. I mean that defense is crazy.
Yeah,
that defense is good. So can they put it together though? That's been.
I don't think it's the defensive issue though. I think it's the offensive.
Well, obviously it's been the offensive issue. You know what I mean? We agree with that, but even so, like we haven't seen it yet. We saw it all with 4 plays last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like that offense gets going, and it might be something serious.
It could be, and that's been my whole thing about the Jets. That like this guy was telling me he's like we should get more respect than what we're getting, and I was like, but y'all haven't done anything. I understand that on paper and the way things look with the roster and the way going into this season, it all looks good. It does. It all looks really fucking good. It does. It looks good. Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall and you still got Lazard and Garrett Wilson.
All of Aaron's guys, minus Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, and there's talk that you might even be trading for Devontae Adams in the middle of the season.
They drafted, I believe, Malachi Corley. I think that's his name. They drafted a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So they're probably not going to – I highly doubt they trade for Devontae Adams.
Well, I mean, you never know. The price is right.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know. You can never go wrong with getting a guy like him on your team.
Yeah.
Lazard's getting old. You can start pushing him out and keeping, let the young guy train. They didn't get him in the first round, did they?
No.
Exactly. So he's not a necessity to start.
Right.
But I mean, I do expect them to be better this year.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So if Quentin Williams or let's say Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, right? On that defense, out of Quentin Williams and Sauce, if one of them go down, how do you think this defense looks? Because you got a run stopper that would go down, and then you have a lockup corner that would go down.
I honestly think it would hurt them more if Sauce went down compared to Quentin Williams.
I was listening to somebody say, I think it was maybe Mina Kimes, I think. She was saying that if Quentin Williams went down, it would affect him. It would affect the defense more because he's a run stopper. He fucks up everything.
No, because the linebackers that they have and the rest of the line on that Jets defense could not so much make up his production. You can't make up some guy like Quentin Williams in the middle like that. But I still think that they would be good against the run, even if he was out for a game.
No, I'm saying the entire season.
Well, the entire season, I mean, it's a little bit different. Yeah, I still, man, if you were without Sauce, who else do you have back there?
Yeah, I don't know the DBs.
Like, nah. Nah, fam. Like, Quentin Williams is the third best defensive tackle in the league.
Right.
Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence are 1-2. And then Quentin Williams and everybody else.
Right.
Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in the league.
Yes.
Hands down.
Yes. Like if you built a cornerback in the lab, that's what you would.
That's
get.
who you want.
That's who you get.
So I don't know why Mina Kimes thinks they lose Quentin Williams. They can't stop. They all of a sudden can't stop the run. I don't believe that because they still have a great linebacking core. Robert Saleh is a run stopper. That's what he is.
He's a defensive coach.
He's a defensive coach. You lose a guy like Sauce on the back end, you might as well chalk it up. Because if they leave the running back in the block and help chip off Quentin Williams and give their quarterback some time, there's nobody on the back end that can cover anybody. Not to that extent. Because Sauce is going to go take care of the number one guy every single game. You don't have that. Who do you got guarding the number one guy? Is it DJ Reed? Is that his name?
I don't know. So let's see. What is that? Is that preseason? Yeah.
What?
So if Sauce goes down, right? These are the wide receivers the Jets will be facing. Debo and Aiyuk, week 1. Ridley and D-Hop. New England, not really anybody. Maybe like Javon Baker, Jalen Polk.
Yeah.
Most likely one of them two.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton over with the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Yeah. JJ or Jordan Addison.
That whole clip.
Yeah. Keon Coleman for the Bills.
The Bills.
Then you got George Pickens. New England again. So like I said,
division.
Yeah. Houston. So you're talking about Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell,
yeah.
John Mechie.
Oof.
You got Arizona, Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison Jr. now. Yep.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Pittman, Adonai Mitchell.
Like
we talked about
earlier.
Downs.
Then you got DK, Tyler Lockett, JSN. Then you got Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
Oh my God.
Odell. Then you got the Jags. You got Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas.
And Brian
Jr.
Thomas now over there.
And you got the Rams. You got Cooper
Cup,
and
and Puka Nacua.
And you got the Bills again.
Oh my God.
And then the Dolphins.
And then that's Tyreek Hill and Jalen Watt. Bro, if Sauce Gardner goes down, bro, what's up, Bengal? What's up? What's up, Bayou Bengal? Appreciate you joining in. Hey, we got a question for you, Bayou. I'm glad somebody joined in on this. All right. So we're talking about the Jets right now. We're previewing the AFC East. Say it's the beginning of the season, right? And say it's the beginning of the season, and you have the Jets playing. Who do you think would be a worse loss to the team on defense? If they were to lose this player for the entirety of the season, which person losing would affect them more? If they lost Quentin Williams or if they lost Sauce Gardner? Because to me, they can still stop the run if Quentin Williams is out. If Sauce Gardner goes down, there is nobody on that team that can guard the number one guy. And we were just going over all the wide receivers they got to play. They got to play Tyreek Hill, JJ, Jalen Waddle, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs. These are guys that they just have to go against this year. They're not going to be able to stop them without Sauce Gardner. It's not no question. It's crazy to me. Oh, Mina Kimes. That's a bad take by Mina Kimes.
I could be wrong, so we're not clipping this part.
That's a bad take. Whoever said it, that's a bad take. That's a bad fucking take. Sauce Gardner is the best player on that defense, especially in the secondary. Like, there's a massive gap in between them.
Yeah, I'm about to find out right now.
But y'all gonna be at the expo next weekend?
No. I don't know anything about that, honestly.
What expo? Is it like a Fanatics expo?
I have no idea. Unless it's like the fantasy thing, because I know they have like a fantasy thing every other year or every year.
I didn't know about that. They did.
I don't know when it is, but I've seen people talk about it before. I just don't know where it's at.
The Fantasy Football Expo in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, no, we're not going. We're not going.
That's a far drive from here, my guy.
Well, he's in Alabama.
Still, that's a far drive from here. Let me see.
Oh, it's a good little drive.
Let's see how. At least a 15-hour drive. Ooh, wee, brother. 11-hour drive for you. Yeah, it's chalk on another 4.5 for us. For at least 4. Holy fuck.
Let's see. All right. We're going. So you got Sauce as a corner.
Yeah.
Chuck Clark, Tony Adams, DJ Reed is the other corner.
DJ Reed, yep.
Outside of them, we got Brandon Aiyuks, a bunch of really
bunch of no names,
so, yeah.
Exactly.
So if Sauce goes down, it would be DJ Reed at number 1. They might put Chuck Clark or Tony Adams as the 2 because they're safeties.
Yeah.
So.
And then look at the line for the Jets if Quentin Williams goes down. They still got Solomon fucking Thomas backing him up.
And Hassan Reddick.
And you still got Hassan Reddick. You still got Jermaine Johnson. You got, like I said, Solomon Thomas coming off the bench. Like, you got guys on that line still that can stop the run if Quentin Williams goes down.
The defensive line is deep.
Yeah. If you lose Sauce Gardner, it is a wrap on your secondary. It is a wrap. He shuts down a wide receiver or a side of the field wherever he plays. You try him. It's not always the best in the statistical category for catching. He goes down. That's a night for your defense. I'm telling you. Because people are going to throw the ball for 400 yards every single game.
You just got Josh Allen twice at that point if he goes down, regardless of who he had at catching the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you got Tua. Tua probably dropped 2.
You still got to go against all these good QBs, all these good wide receivers. Like, nah, bro. Y'all going to be getting in shootouts? Y'all don't want to get in shootouts. Not with a defensive head coach.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea.
However, like I said, with all that said, I do expect the Jets to be better this year. All right. Last but not least, Jared, I'm going to let you go ahead and get your little soliloquy in because I went off last week about the Giants. So, last year, y'all finished what? 13-3?
4-12.
4-12?
Yeah.
No. 4-15. No. 4-12. I jumped up way too far. 4-13. That's 17 years.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so you went 4-13 last year, last in the division.
No more Mac Jones.
No more Mac Jones. Yes. No more Mac. You got some new guys coming in. Drake May, obviously. I want your thoughts on him sitting for the year, Jacoby starting, how you expect this team to go, what's going to be the identity of this team, and do y'all do better than 4 wins, or do you expect it to be the same or less?
As far as doing what we did last year, I could see us just about even with it.
So about 4 wins again?
Yeah, if not 4 wins, 5. Just any, a slight improvement, because we're still got a banged up offensive line. We don't know when Cole Strange is coming back. Mm-hmm. That's our left guard.
Left guard?
Yeah. So we don't know when he's coming back. from what I've read and seen, that the rookie left tackle or right tackle, I believe, he's been holding up for us on the starting line. Caden Wallace, we drafted him out of Penn State, so he's been looking solid for us. The identity of us, running the ball.
Yeah, that's what's running the ball with Ramondre.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
because we got Mondre, we got can't remember his first name, but Gibson from Washington last year.
Antonio Gibson. You gotta watch out for his stumbling problem.
Yeah, I know that. Probably use him more as pass catcher. Really excited about Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. From what it's been, all praises from them in camp. Like Christian Gonzalez is was giving them high praise and everything.
We expected Christian Gonzalez to take a step up, even coming out of an injury.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying like he's giving Jalen Polk because like he played against Polk in college.
Yeah.
So he's like Polk gave me issues in college, and so like he's still kind of giving me issues in practice right now. So like he's gonna be something.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I expect him to be even better going into this season.
And then
even with the injury,
I think we actually got us a physical wide receiver with Javon Baker. Like I think this dude's gonna be one of our physical wide receivers for us. Like to go balls, go up in the air, get him.
How tall is he?
6'1", 6'2", maybe. So,
not the tallest guy.
No, but yeah, he's from what I've seen, he's kind of looking like a bully a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see what AVP. Defense still issue with Judon right now. That whole issue with Judon on the sideline with him and Mayo, and then Elliott Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were saying that we were going to probably re-sign Judon and let Godshaw walk. But as of right now, Godshaw got re-signed. Well, got extended today. So as of right now, it may not be that case. It might be vice versa now. So that brings me to lead. Who are we going to trade Judon to?
You think y'all going to trade him?
Well, I mean, it's either we trade him or we give him another contract. He's 32.
He just re-signed last year.
We gave him more money up front. So he wants another like a longer, I guess, contract or something like that. But 32, coming off an injury, defensive rusher.
Yeah, I would look to trade him too.
Well, because like as of right now, we're not trading. We're re-signing all of our younger players. No, Nick Cattle made a point earlier today on the way over here. He said Ellie Wolf hasn't re-signed or extended anybody, I think, over the age of 30. Judon's 32. We signed Duggar. We got Stevenson under contract. Just signed Godshaw. His contract would come up like right when he's like 30, 31.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, yeah, that's normally around the time when production starts slowing up. That's why.
Right.
Rather get rid of them too early than too late.
Bill Belichick type.
Yep. I get it. So, but see, you think you're still gonna end up last in the division this year, though?
I do. But I mean,
the division's a lot better than it was when Brady was here.
Exactly. And like, there's been a lot of talks about Jacoby looking good in practice. And then some.
I'll be honest, they had the amount of QBs they have in the AFC when Brady was here. I don't know if Brady would have gotten 6. I don't know if Brady would have gotten 6 with Mahomes and.
You're talking about why Brady was so like.
Yeah, in his prime.
Yeah.
If Mahomes and Burrow and Herbert, Jackson, and all these guys in the AFC, you know what I mean? Like.
But I mean, back when Brady was kind of in his prime, you still had Peyton. You had Peyton to play. You had Ben.
That was it. Nah, Ben wasn't on Brady's level. We've already We've already known that. We've seen them get beat by Brady too many times.
Yeah.
I mean, like Mahomes is on that guy's level.
Yeah.
Burrow is on that guy's level.
Fair enough.
Talent-wise, Herbert, in my opinion, is on that guy's level. Jackson still has a little bit to go as far as passing, but I mean, he's so dynamic as a player. How could you not say he's on that level?
Yeah.
As far as like one of the best players in the league.
Right.
So, I mean, you got guys like Josh Allen. I didn't even mention him. And you got guys left and right out there now.
Yeah.
You know, imagine. I mean, look at his own division: Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Josh Allen. He didn't have to deal with none of that shit when he was there. He had to deal with Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Tannehill. Everybody's a fucking Ryan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chad Henne with the Jets at the time.
Yeah. And then where'd Chad Henne go? To the Dolphins. Where'd Ryan Tannehill go? To the Titans. The fuck?
Chad Pennington.
Yeah, Chad Pennington. He's the best guy y'all had to face. He was the best guy in that division y'all had to face for almost 20 years. That was the best quarterback.
So everybody tried, building the defense to stop Brady.
No, Buffalo couldn't find it.
Buffalo hasn't found it since the 90s.
No, I'm talking about a quarterback.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, they couldn't find a quarterback. Neither could Cleveland. Cleveland still can't find a quarterback.
No.
They still don't have the guy. You know what I mean? That's going to be there for the next 15 years. They don't have that.
Nope.
We don't have that, even though we're paying the guy. You don't know if you have that yet.
Yep. We'll find out in 2 years.
Man, about 2-3 years, in my opinion. I mean, first year starting, even if you're sitting, you got to get some grave.
Yeah, he'll probably come in at some point towards the end of the season.
Especially if y'all are playing really bad and there's absolutely no chance y'all make the playoffs. Put them in there, get some experience.
Right.
Get used to that speed. Let them play like the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
So. Get like a 3-4 game sample size.
He's got to really show out if he wants the week 1 starting job.
Yeah.
In preseason.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's good though. He's got some real talent to him.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how good because I don't really watch North Carolina football, So when I checked out his highlight tape though, I was like, this guy's got a fucking cannon.
You're gonna have to go. I'll have to send you the video because I found a video of all of his passes in college, from like incompletions to completions and everything.
Yeah, this dude's got a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
Bro.
So who does it remind you of though?
Josh Allen.
His play style reminds me. Yeah.
Reminds me of Josh Allen.
So let me ask you this. I don't know. This is just me thinking because I don't know how Alexander Pellett's contract set up, honestly, because I couldn't find anything on it.
Yeah.
If Dable gets fired next year,
he's not.
Even if they have a bad year,
even if we have a bad year, he's not going to get fired. Him and Joe Shane are not going to get. Now, if they go, I think they still have a 3-season reprieve. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Because John Mara knows that Dave Gettleman fucked this team so bad. And what did you ask me what was it, earlier today? Or was it yesterday? About who's the worst for your team, like the worst player or something like that?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
What was the question?
If there's somebody, name an athlete, if you how was it worded? Name an athlete with a situation that you'll never forgive. Never forgive him for.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay taking $72 million from the Giants. I can never forgive Kenny Galladay taking $72 million and scoring 1 touchdown. We paid $72 million for 1 touchdown, people. Insane. Absolutely insane to me that we paid that much money. Dave Gettleman, and then drafting Daniel Jones at 6. You drafted Barkley at 2. You drafted Eric Flowers, bust. DeAndre Baker, bust. Kadarius Toney, bust. Eli Apple, bust.
Burnt toast.
He drafted so many busts. The only guy, the one guy, Barkley worked out, but he was also up and down and injured and all this. The one guy that has remained solid and the only guy that has been consistent that Dave Gettleman drafted was Andrew Thomas.
Oh, your offensive lineman?
Yeah, our left tackle. He's a top 5 left tackle in the league. He is. So it was mainly the problem. The main, don't get me wrong, Evan Neal used to get killed on the outside. He does. But the main problem with the Giants line has been the interior. Like the guard center guard combo, it's fucking ass. But so Jared, how do you see the AFC East stacking up? Who's winning division? Who's coming to second, third, fourth?
You go Miami, 1.
Miami 1. Wait. You think Miami's going to win the division?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Probably put the Jets at 2.
You think the Bills are going to fall all the way to 3?
See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to put Buffalo at 3 or if I'm going to put them at 2.
That's tough, homie. I'm not going to lie. That's tough.
No. I'll probably go 2. Now I'm thinking about how all the offensive, even though they lost most of the people on defense, they got some more offensive power. The only reason I had them at the Jets at 2 is because of the defense.
I think.
So I'll probably put the Jets at 3 and us at New England at 4.
All right. I'm a little bit flip-flopped. All right. I have the Jets winning the division.
Fair enough. That's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah, I have the Jets winning the division. I have Buffalo coming in second. I have Miami dropping from second place all the way down to third place. I think Miami's going to get shit on next year. I really do. Their schedule's so much tougher. They're not playing as many bad teams. They're going to play more playoff teams who they were bad against last year. They didn't do anything significant to really change that except lose people on the defense.
Yeah.
So that's going to make it even worse when you go up against guys like you got to go against Josh Allen twice a year and Aaron Rodgers twice a year. I don't know. I'm not mistaken. I think they got to play Burrow. Not Burrow. They got to play Deshaun Watson in them, I think. Yeah, because they came in second last year in the division.
The Jets?
No, Miami.
I know the Jets got to play Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think. No.
Well, I
went over. I don't remember that part.
They got to play Philly because the AFC East plays the NFC East this year. So they got to play Philly. They got to play the Cowboys. Oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. We do play the AFC North.
I don't remember having y'all on the schedule. Probably in preseason.
I was thinking of my Madden schedule.
This dude, we're not in the same year.
Yeah, I know. What's up? Yep. But yeah, I think Miami's going to falter a lot next season, and they're going to be regretting that Tua contract.
Most likely.
I think they're going to be regretting that Tua contract. I think that defense is going to be bad too. They're going to have to win shootouts. They're built to win shootouts. I will say that.
Yeah,
they are built to win shootouts. You got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Achane and Mostert, and you add Odell into there to be a third guy. Can he stay healthy? But I mean, we'll see. But I think it's going to go. I think the Jets win the division. I think Buffalo comes in second. I think Miami falters and comes in third, and then obviously y'all are going to come in fourth.
Yeah,
we already know that.
Yeah, so barring any injury to any of the three major quarterbacks in the division.
Yeah. But I mean, even then, the Jets lost their quarterback and still came in third. So.
Yeah, that's also because we also have Boo Boo as Mac Jones. We have no receivers. Mac Jones did not help at all.
Still got no
Let's
receivers.
Put it that way.
Still have you have no proven receivers yet.
Right. We would have probably won the Indianapolis game if Mac didn't fuck up that interception he threw.
But all right, man. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
No, I think we got everything covered.
All right, y'all. We will be back next week, Thursday, same time. Fuck it. We're calling it.
All right.
It's Thursday. Today's Thursday, right?
No. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Thursday next week. I'm calling it. We will be back here on Thursday next week, 8:30.
All right. You gotta talk to dude, Devin.
Yes. I will talk to Devin. 8:30 Thursday. Be there or be square. The Dolphins defense get any better? No, they got significantly worse. They will be worse this year. Significantly worse. And that's saying something because they weren't even all that great last year. Elf. But all right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Like I said, we'll be back
next week, Thursday.
Thursday next week. And we'll see y'all till then. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff they do here on YouTube. And we will be back. Y'all be easy.